Hi, Sean Asmussen here with a quick update on the Daisy tokens. So right now, some of you are experienced hands when it comes to tokens and some of you aren't. So I want to give you an update on how to actually respond to the current situation right now. So we were able to purchase tokens, some of us, many of us, probably all of us should have got tokens at 10 cents. Then we were also able to get tokens at 25 cents and 50 cents and $1. So I know that there are some in our group that are averaged out their token cost as high as 62 cents. Others have averaged it out near 30 cents. And with myself, I've averaged it way above 30 cents. But the point here is that right now, if you go to coinmarketcap.com and you have a look, you will see that the price right now shows at $3.90. But if you go into the markets, this is coinmarketcap.com, and you just type in Daisy up the top here and it will take you there. Now, if you look at the markets, it's only on 3 exchanges right now, and the only real exchange is actually hit BTC. So as you can see, the prices are different here. But see, they're trading on an Ethereum blockchain and a Tron blockchain, which means that you can't buy them at JustSwap and bring them to Uniswap. Not easily, anyway. It could get very technical. I actually don't have the answer for you on how to do that, which means really that most people wouldn't know how to do it. So what are the implications right now then? If people are selling their tokens at $2.55 on JustSwap, which is in your TronLink wallet, which is a convenient way to do it. I sold some at $13 or $10 just to make a video just to show you guys. But I'm not going to be what you call a weak hand here. I'm not going to just sell my tokens now because there's a whole heap of people potentially panicking, right? Because this is what happens in markets. So what you really need to do is understand the fundamentals of what actually determines the value of anything in life. When it comes to an asset such as a token, which you can just see like is a token of value, just like money is, you know, those paper pieces that you have, right? That says $1 or $5 on it. There's a represented value behind it. That represented value is backed up by some asset or concept. Now, right now, the asset or concept behind Daisy is literally nothing to the public, right? All they see is the price, because the business that Daisy has that backs up the value of this token is not yet running. Let me clarify that. The actual launch pad that launches businesses and crowdfunds businesses so that they can add value to the community of the world is not yet running. The first project should be starting up in October, which are those security phones which you're probably aware of. So then if there's no real value backing the token right now, it only has future value, which we in the know feel very confident that we're going to go up, not just past $5, but probably $50 maybe in the next 12 months. I mean, I'm very hopeful for that. I'm hanging on to my tokens, right? There's an absolute fortune to be made there for those of us who have followed the guidance of Daisy and have trusted the process. But see, then you have what you call in the market weak hands. And the weak hands are the hands that are not strong enough to hold on to their asset and let go of it, and are selling them at $2.55. I mean, can you just imagine when you see this token at $50, what you're going to feel like if you sold them at $2.55? when just around the corner there's another market selling them for $4. Wouldn't that make you feel even worse? So right now, the price of Daisy, the token itself, is valued 100% on supply and demand, meaning that right now there are more people wanting to sell than buy, which drives the price down. It is 100% valued on people selling and buying right now. People are going to come in here and all they see is Daisy. What's that? Is it a cow that produces milk? What is it? Is it a flower? Oh, look, $2.55. I might buy some. Yeah, that's seriously all that's going into it for some people. So when you understand that, you will know that money is an energy that will not stay with you if it doesn't like your energy around money. So if you don't value money, money will leave your life. It's that simple. It's an energy that you either deserve or don't. We can break that old energy and bring in the new energy where we actually deserve money, and that therefore we need to respect money, because money doesn't stay with someone who doesn't respect money. And to sell something for $2.55, that is probably a $50 token, at least a $5 token, right? Well, what's money going to think about you if you sell it at $2.55? That's how I see it. Now, let me give you a bit of an analogy here, or a metaphor. Imagine three markets. There are three marketplaces, and let's say they are 10 miles apart. And in one marketplace, they're selling potatoes for $10. But 10 miles down the road, and this is back in the days of horse and cart, so 10 miles could have been like maybe half a day trip, right? Through the scrub and everything. You could buy potatoes for $2. Same potatoes came out of the same ground, just 10 miles down the road. In a third market, which is 10 miles from both of these in another direction, you can buy potatoes for $5. Now, there's one guy, he's connected with this guy here, and he's very fortunate because he's got courier pigeons, and he sends his courier pigeon down to the other guy at the market and says to him, "Hey mate, how much are you selling potatoes for?" He sends back his courier pigeon that says $2. This guy goes, he sends another courier pigeon back going, "Wait, $2 for potatoes? Are we talking about the same potatoes?" This guy sends back another courier pigeon and says, "Yep." He sends one back and says, "Hang on to some for me, I'm coming over." So he sends his horse and cart across with a driver, and he goes and buys a whole heap of potatoes for $2. He takes them back to this market and starts selling them for $5. Now, what happened is that market is starting to get an oversupply of potatoes. All of a sudden, there's more potatoes than buyers. So they start dropping their price to $4 because there are too many potatoes in the market and there aren't enough buyers. They have to lower the price. Now, at this market, what happened was this guy came and bought up 3/4 of their potatoes. There's a massive shortage, so their price has to go up because there are now more buyers than potatoes. So now these markets have reached an equilibrium in price. Meanwhile, 10 miles in the other direction, people are selling potatoes for $10. Just down the road, you can buy them for $4. Now, the potato seller here finds out, he says, "Wait a minute, I'm buying my potatoes off this guy for $8, selling them for 10. I can buy them for $4 down the road." So he sends like these super semi-trailer wagons across, and he brings a whole heap of potatoes across from this market to that market. He starts selling them at $10 going, "Woohoo, I'm going to make a fortune." But now there are too many potatoes in that market. So they have to lower the price because there are more potatoes than buyers, and potatoes are going off, so they sell them cheaper. Now they have got a shortage of potatoes over here, so these potatoes go up in price. Meanwhile, these guys go, hey, what's going on? We'll sell you some potatoes. And before you know it, the prices have started to even out. And now they're starting to buy potatoes of each other, and they're only making a 50-cent difference in their markups because everything just comes to an equilibrium. Now, right now, we've got a situation where we have got three markets, and this is small, guys. This is small, right? Three markets that are trading Daisy token. We're going to have 10 and 20 markets, and when this is on Binance and big exchanges, you're going to see a very small arbitrage or difference in price between the exchanges. But each exchange has got its own little ecosystem of buyers and sellers, so you're always going to see a difference. So you may see a difference of $1, but you may only see a difference of maybe 50 cents. And this could be when it's $10 and $20. And you're going to have people buying in one exchange and selling in the other exchange to pick up the 50 cents in $10. And meanwhile, those are the people that are making pennies while we're making pounds because they just don't see the big picture. So you can choose now if you want to be among the weak hands or whether you want to be among the ones that actually build the wealth. It's entirely up to you. There is no right or wrong answer here. Because even at $2.55, if you're selling 10-cent tokens and getting $2.55, well, Blind Freddy can tell you're making a really good profit. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to sell them at $2.55, $5, $10, $20, $50. That's your choice. There's no right or wrong. I hope this helps with a potato analogy and the markets so you understand supply and demand. Right now, it is only the price valued on people buying and selling with zero business running yet. We are still in the hypothetical stage of a future business that incidentally is only a bit over a month away to kick off. Then imagine what's going to happen to the price when people start going, wait, in a time where the world is concerned about their governments and police forces and military and everyone else listening in to their phone conversations, someone's bringing out a phone that you can't listen to? Interesting. Going to be millions of people wanting a phone like that, and that's going to be their first project. Just imagine what that's going to do to the token. I imagine it's going to go up. So that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope this helps, and I'll catch you again very, very soon here in Bitversity or somewhere else. Have a good day.